Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and today's exciting day. We got Josh. Josh is a very, very special part of the community, and he comes and brings the honey to everyone. He goes all around. He's the bee rescuer, and we're going to be helping him with all his work trucks. So we're going to do the PI cleaner, cleaning the valves, the injectors, all the carbon deposits inside the combustion chamber. This one's going to go in the gas, and we can put this in right away. And now we'll move over here, and then we're going to be doing the power foam. This is the power trio. We're going to be cleaning the throttle body, cleaning the all the carbon around top of the pistons. This is going to be cleaning the exhaust manifolds, getting all that buildup, all that junk out, and basically you're going to see the whole process of how we do it. Josh is popping open the seal, shoving it in all the way. And that bottle treats 30 gallons of gasoline, and you put that in every 4,000 miles. And we're also doing an engine flush, which we're going to show you now. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Here's what it sounds like before the engine flush. Josh's 2007. This is the Suburban, Chevy Suburban. And we're putting in the engine flush. This prepares engines for fresh 100% synthetic liquid gold, which we're going to be putting in a minute. But we're going to get all that carbon around the rings out, oil cooler, so it goes right in the motor oil. And Josh is going to freehand it. He's got that nice touch, and he was getting ready to put it in with it idling, but sometimes there's a little bit of air comes out of there, so it might spit it. You don't want any spitters with this, but so Josh has it in. We turn it off. And then in a minute, we're going to be opening up the throttle body, and we're going to be spraying the power foam in there, and that cleans inside the engine too. So we're going to be doing the trio, all three. So now we got her idling. She's going to idle for 15 minutes. And what that's going to do is get all that carbon on the bottom of the oil pan. It's going to get all the carbon around the rings, any type of oil cooler ports, timing chain, all that buildup over all those years is going to actually get thinned out. And it's going to end up in the oil filter, and it's going to come out when we drain the oil. And now Josh is coming with the flathead screwdriver right now. We're going to be taking off this throttle body. Josh will be on the throttle, and I'll spray in the power foam. We're good to take her off. All right, so Josh yanked off our throttle body plate to get in there. We're going to be spraying all around. You'll see all that black carbon around the ring. We're going to spray that in a second. Now the car, yep, you'll see how dark it is in there. And it did actually turn off when we actually yanked that hose off. And the reason is because of this little teeny weeny sensor over here. That's called your mass airflow sensor. So Josh, you can actually pull that off. You just push down and then pull. Yep, and just yank that. Now the check engine light is gonna come on, but he'll be able to start the sucker so we can start spraying. So now we can go motor up, and we're gonna start spraying her. All right, here we go. Josh is going to keep the RPM at about 2,200 RPM, and I'm going to start spraying. Here we go. So Josh has 3 work trucks. We're doing all 3, same exact thing. So the PI cleaner goes in the fuel. We'll put that in. You can put that in, Josh, if you want, the PI cleaner. Right here, the red one. Okay. And then we're gonna be putting in the engine flush and letting it idle. And we're gonna be power foaming this one too. And we want you to hear this rough idle. Listen to how rough it is. Same exact thing, same place, goes right into the motor oil.
Have you done a compression check before and after?
Power foam increases horsepower, cleans the top of the pistons, all that buildup over the years, tons of buildup. It's all coming out. There's that throttle body.
Massive.
Yep.
This one's cleaner.
Tell them to cut it. Right, it's been 10 minutes. We're just going to throw this pipe back on that goes through your intake tube. Tighten her back up, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then Josh is going to plug in the mass airflow sensor plug. And then it's going to be time for the smoke show. All right, it's time for the smoke show. We're going to start her up. She's sat for about 10 minutes. All that buildup drained down. It's all going to come out the exhaust. Let's do it.
White, then black, now kind of clear. Now it's clear.
Yeah. So now we're going to let her finish idling for about 10 minutes, and it's time to drain her down.
We'll do this next one.
Yeah. The third GM vehicle, and Josh, tell them about this one.
Well, we run to the markets. We probably do about 10,000 miles every few months, really.
Wow.
And I mean, I just have always just kind of treated it not the best. I'd say she gets rode hard and put away wet every night.
All right. So we're going to be cleaning her up.
Total workhorse.
And it has nothing to do with the age of your vehicle or how old. You can get any old car to run way, way better just by using the liquid gold, doing the engine flush, cleaning out the rings, and doing the power foam. So we're doing the trio right now. Here we go. I'll turn it off for you. This is going to help quiet lifters, get rid of sticky valves, all that buildup. Goes right in the crankcase motor oil, and then you idle the vehicle for just 15 minutes. Gets all that junk out of there, and it gets about, I would say, half to 3/4 of it. You're never going to get it all out, so that's why when we run the Signature Series, this has those special detergents in it that clean inside your motor. And I always recommend changing your oil filter at about 2,000 to 3,000 miles after you do the engine flush, because the detergents in this are going to melt it all out. So it's very important to keep your oil filter clean, because you'll be surprised, for such a big motor, these actually take a teeny weeny oil filter, really small, and they can only hold so much contaminants, and you'll notice your oil will get really dark, and it's not because the oil's bad, it's just time to put a fresh filter in. So we are popping off our throttle body. Ooh, we got a dirty one here. There's a good dirty throttle body. Look at that. Nice and dirty. So now it's time to clean her up. All right, I'm on the throttle. I'm gonna keep her at about 2,000 RPM. Josh is on the can. He's spraying the throttle body. right, he's just spraying a little extra residual in there, and that's going to sit and melt all the stuff off the tops of the pistons. And if you really want to get cute with it, you can. What we did to my 59 Putty Cat, we actually took all the spark plugs off, and we did 3 rounds. So we did a 3 round in the throttle body, we did a round on the top of the pistons, taking spark plugs off. So I mean, if you have a lot of buildup, 1 round isn't going to do it all. So you're going to get a lot of it. It's going to run a lot better. You're going to have more compression. You're going to make more power. You're going to get better gas mileage. But if you really want to nail it, you want to do what I did on my 59 Putty Cat. So check that video out up here in the corner. All right, she's been idling for about 15, 18 minutes, and she's way quieter. And this is before the AMSOIL. Take a listen.
Where's the smoke coming out of?
Coming out of the exhaust. Let's start her up. Go ahead. Here we go. There she goes. Come on over. Oh yeah. That's some smoke coming out. You know. Woo. That's years and years of carbon buildup coming out. And now we're just gonna throw on all our throttle body, plug in the mass airflow sensor. We'll be training her down in 10 minutes. Josh is down on the ground. He's got his jumpsuit on. He's got the Michael Myers outfit, and he's taking my place today. He's doing the what we call the pure clean work, and this is draining down this liquid charcoal. So we're gonna come up front. We're gonna get video of Josh doing what he do, and we'll take it on down. Here we go. We're going deep sea diving. Oh yeah. So there's Josh. We got the oil. Yep.
Take off the oil filter as well too, right?
Yep, we're gonna take off that filter, get her draining down. Here we go.
Okay, so I'll keep the pressure on so you can get the moment better.
All right, we're good. Let it flow.
And we are going to
Let her flow. Beautiful.
let her flow. Let her flow.
Yeah. Let her go. And that's it. Comes out real easy. And the good thing is about work trucks, you don't have to jack them up. You got plenty of space to get underneath there. Even Josh can get underneath this thing like nothing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So now we let her sit for about 5-10 minutes, draining down. Well, that's happening. Josh is going to crack loose the filter, which he has, it looks like, just hand tight. So we don't even need a tool, which is great.
Well, I put a little oil on the rubber seals when I put the filter on. Makes it so that they don't stick.
That's very smart.
You gotta get some oil on the seals.
Get it nice and lubed up before you tighten her down.
Yeah. About right there. Or we can get them at the same
time. Yep, this car's easy enough. And now you can even pull it over even more. Yep, because it's, so he's got her cracked loose. Real easy to get to, looks like, on this vehicle. Just like the Corvette, pretty easy to get to.
Just don't want to get real dirty at work, you know?
Yep.
Don't like getting dirty at work.
Yep.
And we have those wipes too, right?
Yep, I'll get them for you. All right, he's gonna get that off, right?
Coming.
Super close.
A couple more threads.
And
it's hot.
Very hot, because we idled her for a long time, which is good. It really got it nice and warm for the power foam, and we did all the priming properly. So I'm gonna grab Josh the towels. It's time for the smoke show. Let's do it. Here we go. Throttle body's on. Ah. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Ooh. Stumble, stumble. Grumble, grumble. lubrication started setting the cats, and then it all got spilled out. Just water from the cats. Yeah, you can rev it over if you want. Just don't go over like 4,000 or something. Yeah, we got a good splash. That's good. The cats. Yeah, it's just idle right now. Not much, it's all out now. It's good. All those years of carbon are out. All right, we got a virgin quart being opened. Well, should I say gallon? 4 quarts to a gallon. And Josh is going to lube her up, get her all nice and wet, and that's why it comes off easy when you lube it right. It doesn't take the rubber seal with it. And one of the slogans on the channel is the wetter, the better. If you keep your car lubricated and protected, it'll always be happy. And that's it, and then we can prime her up a little. You want me to dump a little in there for you? You don't need to, but it's best to prime it. Put some oil in there? Sure. Here we go. Liquid gold's going in. Good for 15,000 miles of severe service. 25,000 mile highway driving. And that's good. It's time to go ahead and thread her on. It's right there. Pretty easy to get to. And you only go about 3/4 of a turn after it touches. You don't actually have to tighten it that much. Sometimes a lot of people over tighten them.
Let me see that napkin.
That's it. Napkin's right by your right hand, right here. Right here. Right there, I got you. He's got it. Now he's going to get a better grip on it and tighten her down a little more. And that's it. We're bulletproof. So she's just barely dripping. Got the bolt nice and clean, and I'm gonna tighten her up. And I think it was a 15 mil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a 15 mil, yeah. So real easy. That's it. And then you only tighten it up about 20 pounds of torque on these. You don't have to go that tight. And they have their rubber seal on it. Filters on over there. And we'll be headed up top here in a second to go ahead and feel her up. Right, it's that time to put in the liquid gold. And Josh is an artist, he's a freehander. He's going no funnel. So the liquid gold is about to go in. This is the most beautiful part. This is what inspires confidence. This is what allows people to be free. Free to drive 25,000 miles without having to worry about warranty. They don't have to worry about taking care of their vehicle. They have that confidence, not having to change the oil and add oil and top it off. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, I'm missing. Hold on.
A little bit of a stickler until you get the fluids flowing. Once things flow, it gets a lot easier. And the gallon jug is a little more difficult to handle. I recommend the quarts, but the gallon jugs do save quite a bit of money on There it goes. There the liquid honey's going. So pure, so clean, 100% synthetic. So we got 6 quarts going in, and then it's going to be time to go shredding around the block, and I can't wait to see his face. So I asked Josh, I said, is this your first time pouring the 100% synthetic? And he said, well, I don't know. He goes, I always put synthetic in. Well, the word full synthetic can actually be only 25% synthetic. The rest can actually be mineral oil. So if you think of those juices where it says, you know, 20% fruit juice, well, the rest is just purified water. It's not real juice. Well, this right here is 100% synthetic. And what that does, it creates a much higher film strength between the metal, keeps the metal parts separated, less friction, less wear, less heat. Your motor lasts longer, just like this. That motor lasts longer and stronger. So if you want your car to run longer and stronger, this is what you do. You put in the liquid gold. And we're putting in 6 quarts. That should be about 2. We'll take a look. How close are we? Nope, a little more.
I want to put in an extra quart.
And I'll clean your dipstick off for you.
Will that hurt? It won't matter putting an extra quart, right?
I wouldn't. You can smoke and you can burn oil. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put too much in. If you go on a steep incline, it can actually burn oil. And it goes into your cats and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it. I'll tell you where you're at. Where my tube is. Where the hell is my tube? I pulled it out, but oh, there it is. I'm usually hold on. I'll tell you. Hold 1 second.
Not quite.
Let me take a look. See what we got. And we are absolutely bulletproof. Listen to how quiet this thing is. Listen to this. This thing's been idling for about 15 minutes now after the power foam. We're just getting ready to drain her down. Woo! Amazing. You gotta hear that thing, Josh. It's crazy. Josh, what are we looking at?
All right, so this vehicle has a alarm that says low oil pressure, stop the vehicle. And a lot of these LS motors get this. So one of the culprits, I don't know if it's the one with this one, but it's an easy one to change. You just change the oil pressure switch and filter, okay? So as you do it, you'll notice that one end of these is open and one end is closed. Obviously the closed end goes down because to get it out, you have to get this down in the port and you hook it and pull it up, okay? Just don't tell my kids I used their toothpick for it. It'll be all right.
And this
what
is
they
our,
don't know won't hurt them.
I like that. This is our fresh one. Look how clean that is.
Yeah. And so we're gonna do that just as a, because the alarm was going off without actually losing oil pressure. So this is gonna probably be the fix, hopefully. And if not, then there's something in the oil pan. They say an O-ring that sometimes goes bad and it doesn't get the right amount of pressure, but hopefully this will fix it. With the AMSOIL flush, we should be good to go.
Right, we're gonna have our first official startup with AMSOIL. 3, 2, 1.
Right above 40. Great. So the combination of getting that old filter out plus the new AMSOIL flush, oil pressure is above 40, which is great.
Awesome.
What we wanted.
Let's see how she sounds. Sounds good. All right, we're out on the open road and we're gonna get some driving impressions.
It's driving pretty good. We're up to 60 already.
Wow.
Better watch out, it's only 25 around here. We got a freeway right here that we can go and take a quick loop on. So it being a 5.3 liter, you don't expect a whole ton of power, but it's plenty for the normal use of a Suburban.
So far, how's she feeling?
It feels really smooth. Yeah. Great thing is that we cleaned out the motor from the inside out, so that's great. What we gotta do here, drive around some signs. 7.
That's good.
So it's, you know, I mean, we're not triple digits. It governs it out before you can get a reckless driving ticket, which is kind of nice of Chevy to do that for you. You know what I mean? Considering that most of their cars can easily get you into jail if you're not careful. So.
But other than it being smoother, what else is different?
Sounds a little bit more consistent with the way the rhythm of the motor, the pistons and everything. Feels smoother, sounds smoother, and it has plenty of power. Like I said, we just zipped. We're going up a pretty good grade, maybe like a 2 or 3% grade, and got right up to the governor, right up to 97.
So you'd say, does it have any more power than before, you think?
It should. I haven't driven it for quite a while, to be honest with you. However, it definitely was able to perform just now. And it's got, you know, 30, let me see, we put this motor in about 6 years ago. And if we're going 20 or 38, I mean, it's probably got 100,000 miles on the motor.
Wow.
It's driving great. It's ready for use now. This motor, this vehicle, it needed new struts on the front, and they're the electronic ones, so they're like $400 a piece. But I installed those and checked out all the control arm bushings, and everything was okay. Just needed new struts, so now it's real smooth. The oil, the low oil sensor light was going off. And so between running the engine flush and changing the little filter at the oil sensor, the oil pressure now reads what it should, what I knew it was. It was always good, but above 40 where it should be. And temperature's great. 210, they made them to run at 210 for some reason. Probably optimal temperature operating range. And now we have a decent vehicle again.
All right, we're gonna head back and do some more. And Josh, tell them how many vehicles you got, how many SUVs, work trucks.
Well, I like Suburbans, and so I've been into the LS platform for a little while. I have this 5.3, I have two 6.0s, well, three 6.0s, a work truck and two Suburbans. And I also have, let's see, I got an Escalade that's a 6.0 with a hybrid, 2011 2500 Suburban, that's also a hybrid. Or sorry, it's not a hybrid. That's two 6.0s. I got the work truck that's a 6.0, and then I have an old 2000 Suburban, which is a 6.0.
Wow.
So I got four 6.0s. It is probably one of my favorite motors. And then, not that I have a lot of experience with a lot of different ones, but it's, I think it's a great balance between power and economy. And then this new Cadillac Escalade, well, it's an older one. It's a 07. It's got a 6.2 liter. So we're gonna see how that all goes.
Awesome.
Worked out good.
That's a lot of work trucks. Josh is down there draining the next one. Take a look. Here we go. The second vehicle's getting drained done. Got the second vehicle. The liquid gold's going in. Josh is still freehanding. He's got that touch. Nothing like a good clean oil cap, too. First time, our first startup with AMSOIL. 3, 2, 1. Sounds good. Nice and even. Time to go driver. All right, so this is the last work truck, and it ran low on oil a little bit. And we want to see if you can guess what the problem is. You're going to hear it in a minute. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and tap this little button, and then you're gonna see the notification bell. You're gonna go in here, you're gonna allow it all the settings in the badge. You're gonna go back and you're gonna click this bell and you'll hit all notifications. That way you'll get a notification when I publish my next video. This is another Suburban, and this one's what year?
This is a 2011. It's a 6.0 liter Suburban.
All right.
3/4 ton.
Wow. That's got some heavy duty capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, how's she feeling?
It feels very smooth. It feels like it's got some good power. So we're gonna see here. Oh, that a school zone, so we can't really open her up like we would like to. But at least we're
Don't
open her up
forget,
in first
we
gear.
got the oil here in the middle in the work truck.
Boy, this is feels more souped up.
Wow. Wow.
It's got great power and acceleration.
Wonder how many miles are on this thing.
Let's see.
Is this one's the one you said you really put some pressure on her?
246,000.
Wow. So this is the old work truck.
Yep, it's fun. This one will go fast too. It goes right up to the middle.
Wow. All right, Josh, so would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did this exceed your expectations?
Well,
Did it?
Yeah, I'm just excited to drive it with this new oil in it and all the stuff that it does, and just have a little bit more satisfaction knowing that I'm taking better care of the truck that takes care of our business, which is good. Alright, let's get on it.
All right.
Alright, we're attacked at 4,045. 60 miles an hour, just like that.
That's good.
70. Let's see if we can get going.
That's good.
Now.
That's good.
Alright,
That's
let's
good
go.
stuff.
Alright, we just got her up to 80. But we're not going to tell you what the actual speed limit on this little back street is. But it was good. Alright.
All right. So that's a wrap for the day. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Tap that notification bell. That way you can come back and watch gobs and gobs more videos like this, taking care of your vehicles, so your vehicles run longer and stay rounder.
Oh yeah.
And check out this playlist here in the middle. Lots of good engine flushes to see in there. And we're doing more cold flow tests. And definitely remember, if you want to be in the end of month giveaway, leave that comment within the first 30 minutes. And that's your ticket in. I randomly select people. And we're doing the $1,000 in Snap-on tools. And we're also doing the $1,000 and $100 gift cards. So that's getting given away December 25th. So definitely be there for it. Thanks, Josh. You're the best, Santa. Thanks, Josh. You're the man.
Awesome.
Thank you.